Hey, how's it going? I'm Chris with PearsonCopy.com, and I'm here to help your brand to make more sales with email. Today, as a part of my 100 emails in 100 days breakdown challenge, I'm going to be breaking down an email from a brand called Jiobit or Geobit. I'm not really sure how to say it. I'd imagine it's Geobit now that I'm saying it out loud. And the reason this email caught my attention is I saw their ad on Facebook. I clicked through and I was looking at their homepage, and I thought this was a pretty neat product that offered tracking through a clip-on chip, or like a little device you can clip onto things. You can track it through your phone. So it's a part physical product, part app, and I thought this was great. Just for the fact that it's a unique way of doing GPS tracking on things you care about. People, mostly people. It could be products and products. It could be animals too. So I just thought it was a nice product to maybe give a breakdown on their welcome email. So sign up to the list, and this is a welcome email, so that's the context behind it. And let's dive in. Their subject line, they have the waving hand emoji, say hello to Geobit, and then say hello to savings. So again, like a prior video, I believe it was Core Third. Um, could have been another brand, but they follow the standard welcome to the brand or say hello to the brand, and then here's the offer that we're giving you inside the email. That format's pretty standard, pretty straightforward. So that's pretty much what every other brand does. So if you want to stray away from that, you've seen the formula and the format. Do something different that gets people's attention to get them to click. You know what the formula is. The second thing is, when it comes to spam filters and promo tab filters and things like that, say hello to savings. This is most likely not going to get picked up by spam filters and promo filters, just because it doesn't use words like free or 10% off, or anything related to an offer outside of like the savings. So another brand did this, and they said something similar, but it didn't use any kind of like spam filter words that trigger those filters to pick up the email. So that's something to consider too. Is if you have any deliverability issues, or your welcome emails are going to the spam or even the promo tab, updating the subject line to be a little more subtle about what's inside of it, or removing the offer entirely and just saying, "Hey, say hello to Geobit," or whatever your brand name is. That can help a little bit with deliverability. There's a lot of technical stuff in the background that you could do that would be a little heavier of a lift, but it's a bigger lever and it can do a lot more for you. But if you're just testing subject lines, this is one thing you can test. With that being said, let's move on to the from name and from email. Geobit location monitor. So they actually put the product, not just the brand name, but the product name of what their main flagship product is, as the from name, and then hello at geobit.com. The two things I like about this is, one is the product name, which I haven't seen a whole lot of. It's usually just the brand name, so that could be interesting based on their customer psychology and just who actually buys this and what they're looking for in their inbox. Because if they sign up, if they pre-framed it with the sign up form on their website, and people are looking through their inbox and it says Geobit location monitor, it's like, oh yeah, I was looking for that. That's what I want. And then it says say hello to Geobit next to it, and then say hello to savings. That combo with the form plus the product name and then the subject line, it could work really well. So that's something to consider too, is how are you pre-framing your email with your form when people sign up? That's an insight to keep in your back pocket if you want to increase at least open rates to get people into your emails, at least your welcome emails. And then the next thing, they have a reply to address or email address, which is the same as their email address that they sent from. You don't have to have a reply to address showing, but if it does, it can create some reassurance that, hey, if I reply to this email, I am going to get a response. It is going to go to a real person. But if you don't have one, it doesn't. I don't think it really matters that much. But if you do have one, it could add some positive. So something to test. Next, it looks like Geobit is using a lot of heavy graphics. They're not using any kind of view in browser option. At least I didn't see it. I could have missed it. It could be the PDF didn't pull it, but I don't see a view in browser up here at the top, usually with heavy graphic emails. So they could be losing customers, losing subscribers from reading the email because it's not loading properly, or the filters caught it and don't allow the images, or some other reason. If you have a view in browser up here with a heavy graphic email, heavily designed email, it'll pull open in a tab and people can view the whole email and experience it that way. So that's something to keep in mind for heavily designed emails, is have a view and browser up top, a link to view and browser up top. And then moving down, so something that I thought was interesting here is Geobit has their brand logo and name, and they have a shop now button. So something just gut reaction here is having a CTA to shop now without even looking at the email or getting the offer or anything like that seems a little forward. I would say move that shop now button a little further down, move the Geobit logo in the middle, and get people into the offer first before you ask them to shop. Because if they're just shopping now for the product but they don't get the coupon code, they're looking for the coupon code because it says, hey, savings inside. Where's my savings? They're going to skip right past the CTA. I would imagine a lot of people click on this compared to the rest of the clicks you get with this email. So just a thought there. I think that moving down the email, this graphic here with it looks like the app and SOS, Folklore Argentine. There's a lot going on here at the top with this image. I think they're trying to show the app in action. I think that it was a good attempt. I like the fact that they're showing the app instead of just talking about it. That's great. And it also says you're entered to win 1 year of Jiobit Cloud with Jiobit Protect. I'm looking for a savings code. That's what I was promised, and you're already offering me something else. There may be some disconnect and maybe some non-consistency with the message. So the message was, I'm going to give you a discount code to buy something, but I'm going to enter you to win into this thing instead. I didn't ask to enter to win something. I wanted a discount code. So this could cause some friction. People might back out and say, whoa, that's not what I wanted, and not even look at the giveaway code down here. So just keep in mind that your consistency from form to subject line to message in the email, it all has to match, or else people are going to say, oh, I can't trust you, this is inconsistent, I don't like it. So just to keep in mind that. Hooray, you're on the list. I think this is great. This is a good attempt at personality and just letting people know they're in the right place, because people do know when they do know when they sign up, and they know when they don't sign up, and if they forget, then this is probably one of the moderate ways to let them know they're on the list. And then moving down some more, you'll be the first to know about Jiobit features, sales, and shipping updates. Great, that's awesome. I still haven't seen my code yet. So this is something too, is something you do with direct responses. You promise something at the beginning of the message. You share some things that you want the reader to read, and then you give away, you deliver on that promise at the bottom of the email. That's something to consider here, is they're trying to say, hey, they're trying to build up anticipation for looking at more emails. I think that they do a decent job here. There could be a better thing of like dimensionalizing a feature, sales, and shipping updates. What does that mean for me? Like, why does that matter to me? And explain that a little bit. And then they finally get into the coupon for $20 off. It's not a percentage off, it's $20 off. So it's a credit to your account. And they use giveaway 20. So that's something here that's a little incongruent. I think that was the word I was looking for earlier, is incongruent. Is I signed up for a $20 off. They entered me to win something I didn't ask to be entered into, and their coupon code is giveaway 20, which implies that I have to use this code to be entered into this to even get my $20 off. So they're creating friction before the customer even has a chance to buy. So that's something I would consider maybe discussing with the team, or just changing, is give them the $20 off with the code saying 20 off, Jiobit, and let them buy. And after they purchase, or if they don't buy, say, hey, we want to enter you into a giveaway to get 1 year free. Here's how to do that, and give them another code or another process. But trying to stuff this in here with this $20 off, it's not making sense, and it's causing me friction, not want to buy. So, and then finally, or not finally, but moving down the email more, you're also entered to win 1 full year of Jiobit Cloud with Jiobit Protect. So I've been entered into something. They gave me $20 off code to use the shop now, and now I'm just being told that I've been entered into something I didn't want to be entered into. I didn't ask to be entered into. I don't believe their form shows me that I should be entering a giveaway. If it did, then I missed it, but I didn't sign up for that. So again, incongruency from the form to the subject line to the email and the message. So moving down, I think honestly, Jiobit could start this entire email with this paragraph and get rid of everything above this, right? And move the code into this section here, because this right here talks about the product, the features, and some benefits. And it says learn more, and it shows the features in action here and what it looks like inside your phone as an app. And then they move down to the big promise. That was simple, just like Jiobit. Finally, real-time location tracking that makes sense. This could be the headline of their email. They could use this as a paragraph, learn more about it, use this section to show it off, use this to show off some more, and then use this information down here to close with an emotional close. Now, the other piece too is I like the graphics. I like how it shows the product in action. The piece here, they keep them close and know when they're not. That's an emotional headline, right? Because when somebody you care about, whether it's your kid or maybe a family member with Alzheimer's or something like that, and they're not close, and you're like, they're not here, I need to find them, that is an emotional moment. Like, it's very, very heavy. So using this maybe as a subheading, or even the subject line, keep them close and know when they're not. That's a good subject line. They could hook people in. Also, something I found down here, I believe. Nope, that was a different one. So that right there could be a subject line. They do features and a feature and benefit stack right here, and then they also have a social proof bit here about somebody's husband that has Alzheimer's, and watching him go for a walk for 4 miles and know exactly where he's at because of this product. That right there is an emotional story and an emotional package right here that I would potentially make its own email, or lead this welcome email with it. and say, hey, this is the type of emotional relief you can have with this serious situation with Alzheimer's. Like, we can help. Like, this is how we help emotionally give you emotional relief by knowing where your people that you love are exactly out on your app, and you can go find them. And you have 911 essentially at your fingertips. Oh, that's what it was. So puts 911 emergency response at your fingertips. This right here could be another a subject line, or even a subheading, or sorry, a preview text to keep them close and know when they're not. So I think overall, I think that Jiobit has all the pieces here. They have everything they need to have a great email to sell their product. I just think they're in potentially in not the best order. Um, I think to enter to win could be the last piece, and say, hey, by the way, if you want to be entered to win, use this code. Or when you buy, we're going to enter. You get a choice to opt in or opt out of this. I would maybe put that at the bottom of the email as a bonus, right? So if you think of a sales letter, start with the heading, the emotional hook, right? The big idea, the lead with emotions, and then maybe objections and things like that, and then your offer, CTA, and then your bonus at the bottom. This is more of a bonus than it is the direct offer. So instead of having incongruency and just like an inconsistency from the form to the subject line to the email, I would say move this to the bottom as a bonus and stick with your main offer of here's $20 off. Here's the emotional story of how we can help. Here's the emotional connection piece, and then move into the features or maybe an objection or two about the product. Here are the features and benefits, basically your offer, and then the bonus of the enter to win, the giveaway down here at the bottom. I would restructure this. All the pieces are here. I just think they're in the wrong order. But yeah, otherwise they're all here. And then finally, moving to the bottom of the email, you have your standard social icons, footer information, and your preference, and unsubscribe from the list. So, with that being said, the two big insights is I think Jiobit has all the pieces for a great first welcome email. I just think, and this is number two, I think that if they reordered them, they could probably get better click throughs and better sales because of that. So, that being said, I hope you can take these insights back to your own welcome email, your own brand to make sales with email. In the meantime, if you're not going to do that, then go ahead and head over to my YouTube channel and take a look at my videos. I'm doing 100 email breakdowns in 100 days as part of a challenge. And with that being said, thanks for watching.